Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson alongside Dick Jerardi. We have a great show with racing wrapping up here at Parx for our short summer break, returning for our fall festival that begins on August 15th, so don't miss that Saturday. But our Parx horses have not been disappointing. They've been taken on Stakes Company and other tracks, and we go right to Delaware Park. Last Wednesday, an optional claiming $32,000. $47,000 is on the line for this purse, going 6 furlongs, and it's all about 3-year-old PA-bred Shane's Wonder.
Yeah, and taking on older horses, and not only that, but not just state breds. Similar really to the Chick Lang, maybe not quite that tough, but it's certainly a difficult race. Shane's Wonder will go favorite in the race, is 3-5 on the morning line, but we shall see.
First one to break the line was Bouncer, but there goes the favorite Shane's Wonder, true to form so far, and Beach Colt is also right there amongst the top three. Now Yahoo Omar claims that third place spot. Temecula has one beaten, and Tenebris is at the back of the pack. So Shane's Wonder not having it all its own way, and now Beach Colt is right there applying that heavy pace pressure in second. There's a gap of 3 back to Yahoo Omar, who tracks with the rail. Bouncer's in between rivals. Temecula's deep on the track, and Tenebris is still last of all with 3 furlongs to go. Shane's Wonder continues to lead. Beach Colt continues the stalk. The middle back markers are starting to close in with Bouncer and Temecula wide and out of trouble as they turn for home. Shane's Wonder still in hand and in command. The jockey hasn't moved just yet. Beach Colt has tested his rival every step of the way, but Shane's Wonder asks for a bit more and kicks away with decisive authority. Beach Colt is running huge in defeat in a good battle between Temecula and Bouncer, but it's all over up top. 3-5 on the morning line, 3-5 at the off. Shane's Wonder has won it.
We just saw Shane's Wonder get an impressive win down at Delaware Park. And I love the way Eliseo rode him. You know, he got him out there and used his speed as the weapon that it is. And that horse on the outside that came up from Florida was trying to catch him and just could never get into that same stride. But really good win. And looking forward to seeing him here at the President's Cup, I think, is his next start.
Couldn't have been more impressed. The horse that was chasing him, Beach Colt, the Chilean bred, 14 wins and 44 starts. This is a field of 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. We're a 3-year-old right in late July. This group had a combined 149 starts and 40 wins, the 5 horses, and Shane's Wonder just toyed with that. 110.15. Super impressive. I know the ultimate goal is the Gallant Bob on September 19th, and however they have to get him there, can't wait to see Shane's Wonder back in Parx and winning some more.
Absolutely.
They're off in the Lexus Raven Run. There's Kappa out for the early lead.
All right, Kappa for LC Racing and Wellesley Stable. Trainer Butch Reed. We're hoping to head to the Breeders' Cup. So she was so great in her 3-year-old form. Let's go back to Keeneland when she ran in the Raven Run, and Bruce Casella was there to capture all the action.
Yeah, it was some scene. It was Glenn Bennett's first ever trip to Keeneland, and she was a huge price that day, 27-1. And I might have bet some money on Kappa that day because she was really good as a 3-year-old. But yeah, Bruce put together a great feature. She was up at Saratoga last weekend, and they were really hoping this could be a great year. But last year, she was as good as it gets.
Trainer Butch Reed sending out Kappa, the number 13 here. Johnny Velasquez picking up the mount.
It was a day that Glenn Bennett and his friends will never forget.
Nervous, Bruce.
His 3-year-old filly, Kappa, named after his youngest daughter Gia's sorority at Villanova, was one of the longest shots in the Lexus Raven Run field at 27-1. It was Glenn's first time at Keeneland, and the excitement was evident.
I'm nervous as hell, Bruce. You know that. I mean, she looks great. She's not heated up or nothing, so. But, you know, we're in the deep end of the pool here. Keeneland in the grade 2.
This is Glenn's daughter, Brielle, her boyfriend, Sebastian, and they've never been to a horse race together, especially in Keeneland. So this is good luck. We're going to bring it home. Kappa's going to, today's going to be a lot of fun.
Trainer Butch Reed won a Breeders' Cup here in 2020 with Vequist. He and his wife, Ginny, know what it means to race and win here. It's special.
I was a little worried about the crowd here. A little bit more people in Parx normally are here. You know.
At 27-1, you wouldn't think the connections would attract Hall of Fame jockey Johnny Velasquez. But John likes what he sees in Kappa.
Pleasure to meet you. You're the best. Thank you. Thanks for riding her. Yep. She looks good. She's calm.
Beautiful, yes. Yeah.
What's the plan, Butch?
It's going to leave it up to this man right here, yeah? She's going to be laying close, guys, good natural speed. he'll have to take it from there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I know it's a tougher spot, but she is so classy, and she's just done everything so perfect. I just pray to God she has a best trip.
They're off in the Lexus Raven Run. There's Kappa Kappa out for the early lead.
Yeah. Looks good.
It is Usha to the inside with the lead. Delightful Claire is there in between horses. Kappa Kappa is third up to the far outside.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on. Bunch up, baby. Looking good, bro.
Yeah. Usha to the inside. Kappa Kappa there to the far outside. And
let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Vodka with a twist has a short lead from Kappa Kappa.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Kappa Kappa's going. Here's the wire. Kappa Kappa. Kappa Kappa.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Cosmo. Yeah.
Kappa Kappa wins a dramatic head-bobbing finish, the biggest upset in the history of the Raven Run.
Yeah, what about that one, brother? The boys from Philly got to jump down here in kind of Kentucky.
How much grit did a filly like this show you here today with this victory?
And she showed a lot of heart. The only thing that she found herself in the 316 pole in front, and the other horse passed her, and then she came back and put her a good fight. Though, first time in here, you can see she was looking a lot, and over the 3-8 pole to the 516 pole. And I kind of waited for the horses inside of me to get head and head with me, and then to stop in the quarter pole, so I kind of let it go to the lead, and she kind of waited. She got surprised with the horse on the outside. Finally, I went back to left-handed, and she responded very nicely, so very nicely done.
After the winner's circle celebration and trophy presentation,
Butch Reed!
It was off to the director's room, and a special welcome from Keeneland President and CEO Shannon Arvin.
She has so much heart. It was incredible to watch you all cheering. It was incredible to watch you in the winner's circle cheering. It's what it's all about. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers to you.
One toast after another, and smiles all around.
Butch.
The Butch and the Kappa Kappa.
Kicked her out. Everything.
Kappa Kappa.
Kappa Kappa.
Here we go.
Kappa Kappa!
It's unbelievable. We were lucky enough to have this a couple times. We've been fortunate to do it, but there's nothing like it in the world, and it reaffirms your faith in horse racing.
So a little numb, a little total excitement. I mean, the race was unbelievable. She didn't get a break the whole time, and Johnny V just was awesome. So for her to fight back like that, it was. I thought we were in trouble, but she got headed and then just came back. So, yeah, super exciting.
A job well done by all, especially by this tremendous filly, Kappa Kappa. At Keeneland, Bruce Casella for Let's Go Racing.
That was so exciting to look back at that big win at Keeneland. Well, now she's in up at Saratoga last Sunday in the Grade 2. Honorable miss, $250,000 on the line, 6 furlongs. Although she's not the favorite, grand job for trainer Bill Mott's post-time favorite.
Yeah, Grand Job has lost 2 straight races, but both by a nose. One to Ways and Means, gigantic numbers. Bill Mott, obvious favorite on paper.
And Grand Job had a swift start, but here's Maida, and Maida blazes, opens up 3 lengths. Striker as dialed takes second, and Grand Job settles nicely in third. It's another 2 lengths back. Holland Ice and Do Gooder are right together, racing 4 lengths off the lead. Kappa Kappa is racing second to last, and a couple in front of Going Steady. 22-1 for Maida, as Grand Job moves to her on the outside very kindly. And Grand Job is within a head of Maida as they come to the quarter pole and takes the lead without being asked. Striker has dial is third. Holland Ice angles to the center of the track there at the top of the stretch. And Maida has come right back on the inside of Grand Job. Grand Job's going to have to pick it up late. 2 lengths back. Striker has dial is in third. Holland Ice is next. 16th pole. Maida tough as nails. Striker has dial, Hall and Ice, and Grand Job just battling for second. Maida, brilliant in the honorable miss.
Maida, just so good for the husband and wife team of Brittany Russell, Sheldon Russell, by Improbable. And look, she broke sharply from the one post and just dominated the race. And Kappa, she didn't come back to that nice win at Parx, but when she does not get the lead, to me, she's just not the same.
Yeah, she just doesn't have the same pop she had as a 3-year-old Dani. I mean, in those races, she was always right with it. She broke poorly in her first start this year. It wasn't necessarily there was anything
just a
happened.
step slow.
She just was slow out of the gate. She was never really in the race. And the race she won here was not against any kind of competition. The kind of competition she really should have beaten by a lot, and she didn't do it. Now, I don't know exactly what is going on here, but I think the race that changed everything was the Gazelle.
Yeah.
When they went 2 turns, and I love Johnny V, he's one of my favorite jockeys, but you cannot take a horse with this kind of speed, go 49 and 113. It took away her whole card. She hasn't been the same since. Again, there may be other reasons for that, but this is not the same filly we saw as a 3-year-old, unfortunately. So that Breeders' Cup filly mare sprint is probably out the window at the moment. Hopefully they can get her back somewhere near a 3-year-old form.
Yeah, and she's definitely going to still be very dominant here over the Parx competition. Well, we're going to go to our first break, but we have much more from the spa with national races and much more coming up on Let's Go Racing.
And Arad Ortiz Jr. has the Acorn winner, Counting Stars in.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Welcome back, everybody. Here on Let's Go Racing. Let's get to our national races as we head to Saratoga, the Spa, the Grade 2 Vanderbilt from last Saturday. It was the 9th race. Sprinters going 6 furlongs, $400,000 on the line, and Bill is the favorite in the Vanderbilt.
Yeah. How could anybody but Bilt be the favorite in the Vanderbilt? 6-5. Wayne Catalano, Eclipse Thoroughbreds, obviously have a lot of really, really good horses, and this horse does nothing but fire, trying for a greatest stakes win.
Damon's Mound was so good. We got to see him here in the Parx Sprint last year. He ran a nice 3rd, but what do you think of Damon's Mound for Billy Mott?
It's speed on the rail, and of course he won the Gallant Bob here in the muck a couple of years ago.
And Bilt puts his head in front, and he quickly starts to sprint clear. Him is chasing with determination into second. Damon's Mound along the inside. A 16th pole, and Bilt is powerful in the Alfred G. Vanderbilt.
Well, what a day for IRAD, as we'll continue on this talk about, but gets the win on Bill. Wayne Catalano has a really nice sprinter on his hand.
He does. 105 buyer. I don't know if he's good enough to win the Breeders' Cup Sprint, but you got to think they're at least thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. And we'll see him in some of these big sprint races
Yes, we
down
will.
the road this fall. All right, let's keep it going up at the Spa. This is the 10th race on Saturday. 3-year-old fillies in the Coaching Club American Oaks. This is a Grade 1, a mile and an eighth, $500,000 on the line. And the favorite was both our selection, Counting Stars from Mark Hasse.
So it was the 3rd race. The Kentucky Oaks, in that one, Always a Runner got it, and then the Acorn, Counting Stars got it. So the 3rd between these two really nice 3-year-old fillies.
Counting Stars in control, traveling very kindly on the front end, leads it by a length and a half. Always a Runner at the rails. Zany moves up, reclaims second, heading to the half-mile pole. It's another 2 lengths back to Dandona. The half went in 47-3. Measure is down at the rail. 3 clear of Miss Fulton Gal. And Nikon continues to trail. They're heading to the 3/8 pole. Counting Stars has been in front almost every step of the way, with Zany in second. Always a Runner gets a cue at the rail. Measure is trying to get into the race with a wide bid, 3/4 in 1:11 There's a hole at the rail for Always a Runner, and she confronts Counting Stars once again. These two hook up at the top of the stretch in a showdown at the Spa. Always a Runner, the Kentucky Oaks winner on the inside. Counting Stars going with her. These two head to head, and Counting Stars has another gear and opens up with authority. Counting Stars takes control of the division.
Counting Stars pulling away a dominant winner, really stamping herself one of the top 3-year-olds here. Nice little rivalry with her and Always a Runner. And Irad had a sensational day with 6 wins.
They tied the Saratoga record. And it's interesting, 14 years ago, Irad's first grade won in the CCA Oaks. Counting Stars has now moved, obviously, to the head of the division. Congratulations to our good friend Terry Finley in West Point. Mark Cassie's having a hell of a meet. Would you think the Alabama next for Counting Stars? And we wouldn't mind seeing her here on the 19th for the cotillion. Whether they'll go straight from there to the Breeders' Cup, don't know, to Saratoga to the Breeders' Cup. But I'm going to make a pit stop here at Parx.
Would love to see Mark Cassie here at Parx. All right, let's keep it going with 3-year-old fillies as we go to the New Jersey Shore in the Grade 3 Monmouth Oaks. A mile and 16th, $150,000 on the line. 2 co-favorites here, jumping the gun for local trainer Andy Simoff and Bodacious Bay, both 2-1.
Yeah, and love Andy, see if he could get his first graded stakes win. And she was actually the favorite at 2-1. And Bodacious Bay, Rudolph Brissett has always thought this was a really good horse, and little by little she's starting to prove it. We'll see how she does here.
My Miss Mo asked to quick and does so. Bodacious Bay shown more rain to keep pace, and those two open up 3. Jumping the gun in the 3rd position. Point of reference in the 4th spot under a hard ride. 2 clear of Pashmina and Ivy Girl as they round the turn. My Miss Mo on top. Bodacious Bay on her throat latch, and these two are squaring off at the top of the lane. It's a match race coming off the turn in the Oaks. Bodacious Bay on the outside trying to call her My Miss Mo. My Miss Mo short lead. Bodacious Bay on the outside. My Miss Mo furlong to go, turning away Bodacious Bay at the moment, and 3rd is Jumping the Gun. There's a 16th to go. My Miss Mo keeps going. My Miss Mo and Micah Husbands all the way in the 102nd running of the Monmouth Oaks.
My Miss Mo and Micah Husbands, that's a tongue twister. Safi Joseph, look, she set the pace and kind of shook clear. Nice run by Bodacious Bay. And like we talked about Rudy Brissett, that filly is coming into her own, but big win by My Miss Mo.
Yeah, 94 buyer. I think Safi's trying to decide, does he want to go to the Alabama and take on the big boys, big girls, or does he want to come here to the cotillion, maybe take on the big girls here too? But good horse, Bodacious Bay getting better with a 92. I think we'll hear from both of them here later in this year.
Yeah, Safi and Mark Cassie, good friends to Parx Racing. All right, time to go to another break. When we come back, we're going to go to Delaware Park to catch John Service's top mare, Irish Maxima, in the Dashing Beauty Stakes, so stick around.
And here comes Irish Maxima on the outside of My Magic Wand.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
All right, and we're back on Let's Go Racing. We're going to go to Delaware Park. This is the $150,000 Dashing Beauty Stakes, 6 furlongs, so it is a dash. And Irish Maxima, heavy favorite. Now, she didn't run at Colonial. She's been ready to run for a good week, so she is certainly feeling herself, as John had a lot of trouble getting the tack on her. She was just wound up.
Yeah, well, I was watching the whole thing that day, and it was a little crazy. She was 1-5, and on paper, she really couldn't lose this race, and it had to be a little disconcerting to the trainer when his great filly is acting up like that in the paddock.
She was ready to run, and as you will see, she was.
Irish Maxima is called on for a bit more. My Magic One is battling on, but now Irish Maxima and all of her back class is slipping away by a neck. My Magic One is fighting on tenaciously with Onyx 10 and Kelly's Girl, but now the winner of 4 in a row, Irish Maxima, gets the job done and has won the Dashing Beauty Stakes.
All right, Irish Maxima does get the win here. I think she wore herself out a little bit with those pre-race antics, but she was the best. She was supposed to win. I talked to Frankie and John about it. They're both mad at their girl. She made them worry, but she's back, and I wonder what's next for her, but she is one runner, that is for sure.
This was nowhere near her best performance,
No.
and for the reason Danny cited clearly. I mean, we're talking now 19 starts, 12 wins, and 846,000. Boy, has she been good for Irish 3 racing.
She's awesome. She's Irish Maxima. Well, let's go to Charlestown. This is 3-year-old state breds, West Virginia breds, in the Sylvia Bishop Memorial. 7 furlongs, so that's a full round around the track there in the bull ring, $75,000. And I've had a lot of fun watching At a Premium on your selection there.
Yeah, a couple things to know about this race. One, Sylvia Bishop, 60 years ago, she was the first woman African-American trainer in the country. That's why the race is named for her. And At a Premium is an absolute star. I told Danny about her a while ago. Her 3 races up to this, she's just crushed everything in here. The minus place pool, no show betting, was overwhelming. At a Premium, check her out. She can flat out run.
Turning for home aboard At a Premium, and she is going to coast home, and it's on to the Charlestown Oaks, and she sends out a warning sign to anyone who dares come take her on. The Oaks goes through her. She canters home.
Well, she gets it done. At a Premium delivers 8 1/4 length win.
Yeah, and that's like a close race for her. 87 buyer. I mean, she just does nothing but fire race after race after race. How about this place pool? 262,000 out of 274. It was all on At a Premium, no show betting. Next, the Charlestown Oaks for 750,000 on August 28th. That'll be against Open Company. We'll see how she does when they bring in some of the big girls from New York, but I think she can handle it. She is a real talent. I can't wait to see her against Open Company.
Yeah, she deserves to take that step forward. And Jerome Barbosa's having so much fun for local trainer David Walters. Well, congratulations to them. Let's go to Colonial Downs in Virginia, the Yorktown Stakes. 1 1/8 is the distance, $100,000 is the prize. And we know some of these runners here, Adaro, Barbadian runner, some familiar names here.
Yeah, we were specifically interested in Adaro. Jamie Ness, who ran an unbelievable race against Barbadian runner at Laurel in the Deputed Testament. It was basically a match race in the stretch. Adaro ended up losing by a nose, but could there be a third horse that messes this whole thing up?
And maybe a jockey that we know.
Well, there's that.
As Barbadian runner right up alongside him, Inveigle pokes ahead in front. Inveigle counters right back toward the inside of these two, battle past the 3/16. In behind them is Stowaway. Down to the inside of Darrow, still at the back is Aristotle. Barbadian runner ahead in front. Inveigle wants to fight for this last 150 yards. Diving to the inside is Stowaway. Barbadian runner, Inveigle not going down without a fight. Inveigle, Barbadian runner, they drive to the wire. Photo finish.
Inveigle gets the win with Paco Lopez. We get to see him here at Parx, and he dominates down at Colonial Downs. Now, this is a nice horse by a Pennsylvania-bred stallion. Enticed, he stands in PA now. Set the pace, lost the lead, but he fought back for a really nice win.
Yeah, it did. 98 buyer, and Adaro didn't pop it. I think he was kind of trapped on the inside, never really could get running, and Barbadian runner lost by a little bit this time after winning by a little bit the time before.
Yeah, really cool horse. All right, let's get to this week's Turning for Home family photo of the week. This is Ava and My Brown-Eyed Girl. We'll see them barrel racing up and down the Carolinas. They're in all the big jackpots and rodeos, showing that thoroughbreds can really do it all. She's a Pennsylvania bred mare by Uptown Charlie Brown. Never won a race, but is winning now. Well, time for Ion Racing, and a huge day. Let's start right at Colonial Downs, because we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, for sure. The Arlington Million, the Beverly D, the Secretariat, a terrific race card. Whitty will be running, defending his crown in the Van Cleef. Was second in the race, just went over $1 million. And Mr. Monday Night will be in a $100,000 stake for Jamie Ness, and owned by LC and Chuck Sackney.
Pretty cool stuff. So some local connections to root for. And of course, up at the spa, huge stakes day. It's grade 2 Jim Dandy Day. So some 3-year-olds that we saw from the Derby Trail.
Yeah, Commandment and Renegade will be in there. Look, Golden Tempo was supposed to be in there, but remember, got sick, missed 10 days of training, but is back in training up at Saratoga, getting ready for the Travers, and the Clement Hirsch, the grade 1 out at Del Mar. So good day of racing around the country.
All right, well, we're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we have Parx Picks on the road, and we're going to take a look back at some pretty cool horses back in time. All coming up on our final break. Stick around.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. Well, we've been talking about top 3-year-old fillies, and of course, we had the Coaching Club American Oaks winner. But let's talk about one that John Service won with, Jostle, a big mare he had.
Go back 26 years to the summer of 2000. This is John Service's first big horse in succession. Won the CCA Oaks, the Alabama, and the Cotillion right here at Parx. We'll take you back in time. Here's the 2000 Alabama with Jostle.
Spain and Jostle arrive at the top of the stretch together, and Jostle has taken the lead. It's Jostle in front by a neck. Spain fights on gamely second at the inside, and Secret Status and Pat Day is asking her now for everything she has. Not good enough yet because Jostle's pulled away. Jostle has pulled away to a 4-length lead. Secret Status followed by Spain and Critical Eye, and it is Jostle who is the real deal here.
Always fun to look back, and I stand on the rail with John Service in the morning. I get to hear some of these incredible stories, and Jostle is a name that still comes up once in a while. We see her name on that sign for winning all those big races right on his barn.
Yeah, and that was, of course, Rick Porter's horse, and we've since lost Rick, who had some great horses with John through the years. But yeah, Jostle, one of the best.
Always fun to go back in time. All right, let's do Parx Picks on the road. We go to Colonial Downs for the prestigious Grade 1 Arlington Million, 1.25 miles on the turf. And again, we captured the win last year. We're going to stick together on this one.
Yes, we are.
Burnham Square has been just so incredible. Brian Hernandez Jr., he's the keys to this horse on the turf. The son of Liam's Map, Ian Wilkes, I think is going to claim this Grade 1.
Fort Washington, the defending champ, certainly could win. This actually might be too short for Burnham Square. The goal is the Breeders' Cup turf at 1.5 miles at Keeneland. 1.25 miles too short? Maybe not. He might just be that good. Burnham Square for Danny and me.
All right. Well, we are on summer break here at Parx. Racing does resume August 15th for Owners and Trainers Day. It's going to be a huge day. We cannot wait to see everyone out. And thanks for watching DJ and I. Great show. See you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the Ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the Cotillion.